I think I was the only person negative about The Well, so can someone agree with me that this week's was very mid? I feel like I'm becoming one of them YouTubers that just hates on the show. Really am not. But hello guys, welcome back to New Who HQ. Lucky Day, Season 2, Episode 4. My initial reaction is this is middling. Not bad and not the best that we've had. But it's got some good parts in it. There are other parts where I'm kind of waiting for it to end. Firstly, if you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe and give this video a like, that would help me out massively. And let's get into the review. So, Lucky Day. The main thing here is that Ruby Sunday is back. And it's nice. I quite like her in this. You can see the change that she's sort of had since she's not been with the Doctor. The slight more confidence. That connection with Unit that she's got has kind of made her, not like to the Martha extent where she was like basically a soldier, but certainly a lot more confidence. She knows what she's doing a lot more, and I really like that. I like Unit in this as well. Unit are quite prominent in this. The twist caught me off guard when we got to the part where they were in the car park or whatever it was, and his mates were doing all of the scaring, and they were part of this what is it, think tank exposing Unit's lies. Yeah, massive rant about the government and everything that they said was correct. The government is absolutely corrupt. Doesn't matter who you support. Labour, Conservatives here in the UK are both absolutely dreadful. So I do like that. Maybe it went a little bit heavy to the point where it was just politics spewing and it wasn't making much sense linking it to Unit. There certainly were moments where it was like you're keeping everything from us and all of that, but there were some moments where I was like, okay, you're going a bit too far with the politics talk because it's just not making any sense anymore. It was very slow paced. I did feel like it was quite Love and Monsters coded, especially at the start with Conrad when he was a child seeing the TARDIS exactly like what happened in Love and Monsters, and I didn't like Love and Monsters at first, so that's a bit of hope that I might grow to like this episode. Kate mentions that Mel is stuck at Sydney Harbour. Why do I feel like that's a hint at something going on there? Yeah, I don't know. Australia, is it going to be important? We might find out soon. I noted down on my notes that it just felt all a little bit too simple. There wasn't really much happening. I do like the moments where the twist and we find out that he's part of this group, but when he goes to the Unit tower and he's kind of pointing a gun at everyone, it was kind of getting a little bit... there was absolutely no tension basically. The tense moments were supposed to be there. I felt like, well, we all know how this is going to end. It just felt a little bit predictable. Although the twist was really good, I do admire that. And I do admire some of what they were saying, linking it back to the government. But yeah, he's horrible. He's a horrible person, Conrad. To treat Ruby like that, you know, to get Ruby all that excited it was sad. It was sad to see. I feel quite sorry for her. Conrad did come across as very charming, but I knew it was too good to be true. I love the dynamic between Cherry and Ruby's two mums, her foster mum and her real mum. Love that vibe. She treats them all the same, and it's just nice to see them having a normal life, I guess. Last season it was kind of all hung up about all the events, and this time they're chatting about normal things, and it was nice to see that, as much as people, including me, were annoyed about the finale and annoyed that her mum was just ordinary. It was nice to see ordinary interactions here. I do like when the Doctor and Ruby, we see like an extra little adventure that Ruby mentions that she'd just been with the Beatles half an hour ago, and there was this kind of thing where we didn't know how much the Doctor and Ruby were travelling off camera, and this was one of them today. Obviously a very, very small bit of it, but that was still nice to get that little extra adventure. Trinity Wells, oh my gosh, did not expect her. The Queen, the monster, Mother Monster, Queen of Doctor Who. One thing that this was obviously a very, very Doctor-light episode and a Belinda-light episode, that the Doctor turned dark with Conrad at the end. I really like that. He was harsh with him. He was probably not seen him that harsh in a while. Yeah, he was with Sutek, the sort of things he was saying, but to be one-on-one, you know, in someone's face, physically, being horrible in that way to Conrad was very nice to see. Very deserved. I mean, Conrad deserved everything he got. Horrible person. The ending, I was getting a little bit tired of the Mrs. Flood things because it's just nothing's happening. But she gives away a little bit more, saying that she's the governor. I don't know if that's kind of a little bit of a hint that she is the governor of time and space, who knows. But does this mean that Conrad is getting out? She waves the keys like a reward toy. So there's a very good chance that Conrad could be getting out and we'll not be seeing the last of him. The other guy that was working within the unit tower, I can't even remember his name, but I've got nothing to say about him. But no, Kate, I really love Kate in this. She has some dark moments as well when she unleashes the... Is it the... I keep thinking of the Shakri from Power of Three. Is it the Shriek, the Shrock? You know what I mean. Yeah, very basic villains. Be interested to see on Unleashed what they look like. But yeah, I mean, it's just not a lot happens. I feel like in The Well, big things happened and I was underwhelmed by it. And everyone kind of loved it. In this, not a lot of big stuff happens. And Ruby coming back was nice. I would have liked to see the Doctor and Ruby have a reunion. Maybe we'll get that later on. But for now, it's very mid. I would give it an out of 10, but I haven't done it for anything else. But if I had to, I'd give it a solid 5 out of 10. It was alright. But let me know your thoughts of Lucky Day. Drop the thoughts in the comments. Give this video a like and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.